Hello students, welcome back to Neeta's Business Studies class. Today we're going to do the classification of business activities. So in our last class we have already studied about this chart showing business activities, wherein business is having two main branches, industry and commerce. So under industry we have the three types, that is primary industry, secondary industry and the tertiary industry. Under the primary industry we have extractive industry and genetic industry. Under the secondary industry, we have manufacturing industry and construction industry. Under the manufacturing industry, we are having analytical industry, synthetical industry, processing industry, and assembling industry. So in today's class, dear students, we are going to do just one branch of business, that is industry, and all the types of industries. In our next class, we'll be doing about the commerce and its branches. So we'll start with the first one, the industry. So industry refers to that part of business activities which is concerned with the production of goods and materials. It includes business activities like raising of raw materials, producing, processing, or manufacturing of products. So industry is basically converting of raw materials or semi-finished goods into finished products, and it is manufactured, ready to be sent into the market. So this is what industry is doing, just producing or manufacturing a product for further consumption. So we have the three main categories of industries, that is, first one is primary industry, the second one is secondary industry, and the third one is tertiary industry. Industries are divided into three main categories: primary industry, secondary industry, and tertiary industries. Primary industries means it's always coming first, the basic raw materials. So primary industry includes all those industries which are concerned with extraction of natural resources, reproduction and development of living organisms, for example fishing, forestry, farming, coal mining, etc. So all these are coming under primary industries, which is the base or raw materials, and from the source we extract. So primary industries are further divided into two categories. One is extractive industry, the other one is genetic industry. So what is this extractive industry? To extract means to take out, to draw out, or to remove out. So extractive industries extract or draw out products from natural sources. Products of these industries are converted into many other useful products. For example, farming, that is agriculture, hunting, fishing, agriculture, mining, etc. All these are extractive industries, wherein the raw materials or the basic materials are removed from the source, natural source, and then sent to these industries in order to manufacture one whole product. We have this genetic industry, which is related to plants and animals and organisms. Genetic industries are engaged in breeding plants and animals, in other words, reproduction or multiplication of plants and animals with the object of earning profits. So plants and animals are breeded and multiplied and planted like nurseries. Example, cattle breeding, poultry farms, etc. All these are multiplied for reproduction purpose. It is planted, and all these products or their products can be used in order to earn profits. So genetic industries are engaged in breeding plants and animals, in other words, reproduction or multiplication of plants and animals with the object of earning profit. Nurseries are growing saplings. Cattle breeding is or breeding of goat, cow, buffaloes. Then poultry farms are nothing but wherein we are reproduction and breeding of hens and chickens take place. So all these are called as genetic industries. Now we'll go to the second category, that is the secondary industries. These industries use the raw materials supplied by the primary industry. These industries are engaged in manufacturing and construction activities. So secondary industries may be further divided into two types, that is manufacturing industry and construction industry. So whatever materials are got by the primary industry, it is forwarded to the secondary industry for manufacturing a particular product. So that is why construction comes into picture there, and manufacturing, that is converting of raw materials or semi-finished goods into finished goods, comes into picture there. So secondary industries are again further divided into two categories, that is manufacturing industry and construction industry. So what is this manufacturing industry? Manufacture means to produce or to make. The name itself will tell you. Manufacturing industries are engaged in the process of converting raw materials into finished products. For example, cotton into cotton textiles, iron ore into steel, or jute products, anything for that matter. So this is what is manufacturing industry. It produces the goods into finished products. So manufacturing industries may be again further divided into four categories, that is analytical industry, synthetical industry, processing industry, and assembling industry. Manufacturing industries are further divided into four categories: analytical industry, synthetical industry, processing industry, and assembling industry. So we shall study this one by one. That is, the first one is analytical industry. So when we are talking about analytical industry, these industries analyzes and separates different materials from the raw materials. Example, oil refineries. So oil refinery is a base product. It is the base form of the raw material. These oil refineries, they extract oil from the earth and from the soil or beneath the earth, and it is analyzed. It is separated into different products, and we get from oil refineries what is got is nothing but petroleum products, lubricating oils, kerosene, and so on and so forth. So this is analytical industry. We have the synthetical industry. These industries combines and mixes various raw materials to form a new product. For example, soaps, plastics, paints, cement, perfumes, etc. So what synthetical industry does is it mixes all the ingredients together, it mixes all the products together, all the raw materials together in order to manufacture one single product. Then we have this processing industry. Process itself will tell you what it is. It is nothing but stages or steps. So these industries involve successive steps or stages for manufacturing a product. Example, cotton. Cotton goes through different processes and then textile is manufactured. Sugar. So sugar cane goes through different processes and then sugar is produced. So also the paper. So all these industries are industries wherein successive steps or stages are involved in order to manufacture one single product. So we have this assembling industry. These industries assemble different components or spare parts in order to make one single product or a new product. So assembles all the spare parts. It attaches all the spare parts together in order to form or manufacture one single product. For example, it can be automobiles, it can be laptops, it can be mobiles, it can be television, it can be cars, it can be bikes, whatsoever. These are all coming under assembling industry. Then we have the other category, that is construction industries. So the name itself will tell you what this is. It is concerned with infrastructure. It builds buildings, roads, bridges, dams, canals, etc. Whichever is connected with the infrastructure, it's all involved in construction industry. So wherever there is construction of any infrastructure, then it is called as construction industry. Then we have this third type of industry, that is tertiary industries. These industries are concerned with providing support services to primary and secondary industries and also trade. So these tertiary industries, they help out to push trade. They are just like auxiliaries to trade, which we'll study later in commerce branch. So this is what is a tertiary industry. Tertiary industries helps out the primary industries as well as the secondary industries to carry out trade smoothly. For example, they are all the service sectors, the transportation, the banking, the insurance, the warehousing, communication, etc. So all these are coming under tertiary industries, which will help the trade to move smoothly forward. So this is all for today's class, dear students. I hope you have understood. This is just one branch of business, that is industry. In our next class, we'll be doing the other branch of business, that is commerce. Thank you.